Hello everyone, this presentation is part of IIT Delhi course Automotive Systems, and my topic of presentation is front wheel suspension system. So let's go through it. Is shown table of content in which the parts are introduction to suspension, objective of suspension system in a vehicle, types of suspension components. Then I will talk about need of different suspension for front and rear wheels. Then the main topic is front suspension system design and its components. There are mainly four designs available in right now. The first one is strut suspension system design, second is multi-link, third is short arm long arm suspension system design, and fourth is 4WD suspension system design, and the last one I have written all the references. Okay, so what is suspension? Suspension system is a group of mechanical components that fit between the frame of the vehicles and the wheels. Next, what is the objective of suspension system? So why we use suspension system in a vehicles? First one is to improve the vehicle ride and handling along with the passenger safety and comfort. So it ensure the vehicle follow the road profile and also the vertical components providing chassis isolation. The second objective is to ensure the vehicle responding favorably to control forces produced by the tires during longitudinal braking and the accelerating forces. The third one is to provide isolation from high frequency vibration from tire excitation. So it requires appropriate isolation in the suspension joints and to prevent transmission of road noises to the vehicle body. So now we will talk about the types of suspension components which we use in suspension design. First is spring and the second is shock absorbers. So in springs there are two important functions. First one is it supports the vehicle weight and absorb the bump and movement that occurs while driving. There are normally four types of springs which we use in suspension system. First is coil spring, then leaf spring, air spring, and the fourth is torsion bar. Now what is the shock absorber? Shock absorbers are actually the dampers. They reduce or make something less intense. And difference between shock absorber and spring is springs do the shock absorbing while the shock absorbers do the spring oscillation. Now we will talk about the need of different suspension for front and rear wheel. Like why don't we just use a single system for front and rear wheels both together? So normally four wheels of a vehicle work together in two independent systems. The two wheels connected by the front axle and the two wheels connected by the rear axle. That means that a car usually need to have a different kind of suspension system on the front and the back. So it is determined by whether a rigid axle binds the wheels or if the wheels are permitted to move independently. If the wheels are permitted to move independently, then it is called the independent system, and if the rigid axle blinds the wheels, then it will be called as dependent system. Now we will come to the our main objective of this presentation, the front suspension system design and its components. While all front suspension accomplish the same goals, different design and arrangements are used on car and light trucks to maximize the particular qualities of specific vehicles. And there are four types of front suspension system. Here I will talk about some of them. Like first is strut suspension, second is multi-link, then short arm long arm suspension system, and fourth one is 4WD suspension system. So first is strut suspension system design. Strut suspension has been around for many years and are used on nearly all front wheel driving vehicles as well as many rear wheel driving cars and even in light trucks. So many advantages of strut suspension are it is low weight and space saving. It is very simple design and low cost. Disadvantages of strut suspension are alignment change when moving vertically, reduced handling capabilities, and noise and harshness transmitted through the upper strut mount. A modified strut relocated the coil spring but retains the strut and upper steel pivot from the McPherson strut. However, the load is carried by the spring, lower control arm, and lower ball joint. Now the second suspension is multi-link suspension design system. As the name implies, the multi-link system design uses the multiple components to achieve improved ride and handling qualities. It also provides more neutral steering feel instead of the understood normally associated with the strut suspension. And one obvious difference between the multi-link and strut suspension is that multi-link setup has both upper and lower control arms. Also, a multi-link arrangement uses a load-carrying ball joint because the sprung weight passes through the spring and strut to the lower control arm. Now we will talk about short arm, long arm suspension system design. In this design, typically a coil spring is sandwiched between the lower control arm and the frame. Advantage of short arm long arm suspension system is it is very compact, it provides good handling and ride quality, and also provides for substantial adjustment for fine-tuned wheel alignment. The last one is 4WD suspension system design. Many 4WD trucks and SUVs use the SLA suspension through, typically with a torsion bar instead of a coil spring, which is shown in this figure. An adjustment mechanism is installed at the rear torsion bar mount. The adjustment is used to remove or apply tension to the torsion bar during suspension service. It also has a live front axle for strength and durability of the axis. It does not permit independent front wheel movement, so ride quality and handling suffer compared to the vehicle with an independent suspension. So with that I have completed my presentation, and here are all the references which I have used to make this presentation. Thank you.